What's up, everybody? This is the 50-30-20 rule of money video. I'm going to go way in depth on this. I've already covered this 2 other times on my channel, so if you haven't seen those, check those out. But this is going to go very in depth. It's going to really go into the differences between the wants, the needs, and the savings so that everybody is crystal clear on it. As usual, these videos are always going to have free content that you can download in the description. It's also going to have book recommendations so you can step up your financial game. Welcome to Money Monday. All right, first and foremost, the way you're gonna do this accurately and manage your money correctly to a T is that you do this first. First of all, you're gonna want to see what your post-tax income is for the entire year. That's number one. So if you make 70K a year, your take home is not gonna be 70K a year. It's gonna be close to like 59 or 60. It's going to be something, depending on where you live and how the taxes are, that's going to be what that is. So number two is going to be, what are your non-tax items that still get taken out of your paycheck? Think about your 401k. That's really what I'm talking about when I say this. So if you don't have 401k, this does not apply to you. But if you do, you have to look at that as also income, because it's going out of your paycheck, yes, but it's going into an investment account and it's still your money. So you need to include that within. So whatever your take-home income is, plus the income that you have from your 401k, that's going to be the first 2 items that you look at in terms of this. Once you have that, you have your number. Your number is just the amount that you make a year, post-tax, and then your non-taxed. So once you have that, that is your net income for the entire year. If you have more than one stream of income, just keep applying the same exact thing that I just said in the beginning. So now we're gonna really get into this. 50, 30, 20. In the 50, it starts with needs. What are needs? Because we're so confused on what needs are. And this is why a lot of people don't do this correctly. And this is really the beginning stages of saving and managing money. So I want you guys to get this one right. So your needs are a roof over your head. Your needs are food. We're not talking about restaurants. We're not talking about, these exquisite meals and steaks. For some people that are living off of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and ramen noodles, that keeps them alive. That is a need. You need that. You get that from the grocery store, not from the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And then so also think about living. You're thinking about utilities, but we're also thinking about a roof over your head. Does that mean that you're going to live in a luxurious apartment? Or does that mean that you're going to live in a really big fancy house? No, it means you're going to have a roof over your head. What you can afford. If you're in a financial pinch, then guess what? You're not going to be looking for a $1,700 apartment or a $2,000 apartment a month or $2,000 a month apartment. You're just not going to do it. If you do, that is definitely not smart, being that you're in a financial pinch. And if you're not, some people can afford to have, better places, nicer places, bigger places, but that is not a need. That is a want. And so then what else is a need? Water, obviously. You get that from the faucet, you know what I'm saying? You need to bathe, you need to drink water, you need to boil water. That's a need. Another need is going to be your cell phone. Now, the type of cell phone is going to be a want, but your cell phone is how you communicate. Like for me, my job relies on me having my cell phone and my laptop. Like I have to have both of those things. It's just how we communicate. And then outside of work, it's a need too, because I need to be in touch with people to make certain things happen. You know what I'm saying? So some people would argue that it's not a need. It's a need. You know what else is a need? Transportation. Now, if you can't afford a car, then by all means, Uber around or ride the bus. But either way, you need finances to get around the city. Like you're not going to just be able to take public transportation for free in all cases. There's some cases where you can, but in most cases, you're typically going to be paying some money. And that's flights, that's trains, that's buses, that's Uber, that's whatever way you need to get around. That's going to definitely be a need. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. The point of this video, guys, is to help you get your net worth to go up. You do that by paying down debt and by saving. That's how you do it. You pay down your debt and you save. And that's why debt is going to always be a need. You need to pay down your debt so your net worth will go up, so you can afford to put more of your money towards your needs, more of your money towards your saving, more of your money towards your wants. Because that is money that is held captive every month that you have to spend the minimum payment on because of the fact that you have debt. Bottom line. You know what else you need? Healthcare. In my video, 3 habits that are keeping you poor, I just expressed so much that people fail to see the doctor regularly, and as a result that affects their health, and as a result they get a huge medical bill somewhere way down the line, whether it's 20 or 30 years down the line, it does not matter. They end up paying for it is what I'm getting at. They end up paying for it in their health, and they end up paying for it monetarily. If you want to evade that, see a doctor regularly. You do this with healthcare. A lot of jobs, provide healthcare, but if you're working part-time or if you're a contractor or something, then you're not going to get those benefits. Do what you can to get those benefits. You know what I mean? If you're a business owner, find out how you can get healthcare. Stuff like that's all I'm saying, because it's so huge, and that's not anything for anybody, regardless of your yearly income, that you should skip on. You should make that a priority, because guess what? Your health is always going to be more important than the amount of money that you make, because if you're not healthy, you're probably not going to be here too long. This is where 50% of your income needs to go. It's just that easy. And I get it. If you make $30,000 a year or less, or even in some cases $40,000 a year or less, it's going to be hard to make it a true 50-30-20, where 50% goes towards your needs, 30 goes towards your wants, and 20 goes towards your savings. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But it's just a standard. You can adjust this to whatever your needs are, but that's generally where you're going to want to keep things. Okay, we're going to go over to wants now. What are wants? I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to show you. This watch is a want. These light panels behind me, this is a want. You know what I'm saying? They look cool, but I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? So, I have a laptop. This, my friends, is a want. This is a want. Shoes, are a want. When it comes down to brand and how they look, that's a want. You can spend between, $30 and, $230 on shoes. Which one do you think represents the want? Obviously not the $30 one, unless they're really nice and they're on sale or something. What else is a want? I will show you. Everything you're looking at right now, these are wants. Eating out at restaurants, that's a want. Gym memberships, that's a want. You know what I'm saying? You can work out without going to the gym. You can totally do it. I used to do it before I even thought about having a gym membership. You can use your own weight. You can do push-ups, pull-ups, whatever the case is. You can do it without a gym. You can run without a gym. You can eat good tasting meals without going all the way out to a restaurant and having like a cuisine meal that is prepared by a chef. You can totally do that without these. These are wants, and they are very nice to have. And if you can afford to fill this section with 30% of your earnings, do it. Because I used to skip out on this, and it made my life very freaking boring, just to be quite frank about it. Why? Because I was so busy spending on my needs and saving every little penny I could get that I forgot that I need to enjoy the fruits of my labor, because I work hard. And I know you guys do too. What else are some wants? Movies, entertainment. You know what I'm saying? If you're reading a book that's like a novel or like some type of fictional, storytelling, entertainment type of a book like Harry Potter or something like that, then guess what? That is a want. It's totally a want. Your internet bill, guess what? That's a want. Amusement parks, that's a want. Massages, that's a want. All these things are extra, things that you do not need, but they make life more fun, more enjoyable. Things that make you look nice. Nice shoes, nice jeans, nice clothes. Guess what? That's a want. You don't need that much money to have clothes. Like if you really, really, really need clothes, like you don't have any clothes, Go to Goodwill. Go somewhere that you can get clothes for like $2, $3. Stuff that doesn't look bad. Might be old, but it doesn't look bad. You can't look at me in my eyes and truthfully tell me that you need the latest Jordans. See, the reason I'm getting so fired up about this whole thing, guys, is because I hear people say so many times, oh, I need this. No, what you need to do is learn how to control yourself. Control your spending. And I'm dead serious. Like, why do we feel like we need what we want? But then when it comes to our actual needs, we're like, I don't know. When it comes to our actual savings or investing, it's like, I don't know. But you'll quickly drop $20 at Chick-fil-A on a daily basis. KFC, Bojangles, Burger King, McDonald's. Like it's nothing. Krispy Kreme. Think of any fast food restaurant and tell me that you haven't spent an ungodly amount of money in it. You know what I'm saying? So, and I do it too. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm exempt from this. I'm just saying, control your spending. Keep this at a 30%. So many people go way over 30% when they can barely afford their needs. And then some people, like me, spend way too little money in this category. And as a result, it just leaves in a less enjoyable life. Straight up, it just does. Last but not least, guys, we have savings. And if you're, working a full-time job and you have 401k, you're already doing some of it right now. But I bet you're not saving 20% of your income. You might be saving 8, 10, maybe 6% a month on your 401k. You might be doing that, and that is freaking awesome. What about the rest of the percentage? How much are you putting towards your emergency fund? That's a part of it. How much are you putting towards your regular savings? That's a part of it. Do you have a savings account that is high in interest so that you can actually profit off of what you have in your savings account? You know what I'm saying? If not, I have links in the description. This video is going to have so many links, you're going to be blue in the face. But it's going to have book recommendations. It's going to have links to all the stuff I've shown you so far. It's going to have links to these light panels if you want these light panels. Like, it's going to have links to the wants, to the needs, to the savings, to everything. Wealthfront is who I have my high interest savings account with, and it works wonders. I talk about it in a lot of my videos. I'm talking about it in this video because it's that important to me. You want to have liquid cash. You want to have cash that you're not touching. You want to have cash that's in an emergency fund that you're also not touching. You want to have some of it gaining interest. You want some of it to just be kind of, stagnant. Point is, you want cash flow in multiple directions, and you want to easily assess some of that cash. Or easily access some of that cash. That's how it is. And then another thing of savings is, how much extra can you save a month to put more towards the debt that you're already paying the minimum payment on that I already spoke about in the beginning? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is something that needs to be thought about. People do not think about these things. And I'm going to give you some more ideas on investing, because investing is more than just stocks, bonds, ETFs, IRAs, 401ks. Investing is so much more than that. Here's an example of investing. I'll show you. Check this out. The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Okay. This is a book all about investing that shows you how to intelligently invest and make better decisions investing. And Warren Buffett himself, one of the richest men in the world, says that this is the best investing book ever written. I hope that speaks volumes. So if I want to learn how to invest and be really good at investing, I need to read this book. However many times I need to read this book, guess what? I'm going to be a much better investor than I am right now. And that is going to increase my profit. This book costed about 25 bucks. You can get it cheaper anywhere else. I chose to get it at Barnes & Noble. This book will pay for itself way quicker than any Happy Meal from McDonald's, or, you know what I'm saying, any, 5-piece chicken dinner is going to get you at Popeyes. You see what I'm saying? Here's another one. Investing. Everyone communicates, few connect. John Maxwell, leadership. Guess what? I'm a leader. I do this in my profession. I've been doing this for years. I do it inside of work. I do it outside of work. I lead. That's what I do. So, another book, about 20 bucks. You know what I'm saying? That's going to enhance my knowledge on leadership that I can then apply to what I already know about leadership and continue to grow as a leader and mentor people who are learning from me as well, who are also leaders, right? That's going to make me more profitable. That's going to make other people that I'm impacting more profitable. That's going to make this YouTube channel more profitable. My impact, my pull. Do you see what I'm saying? These are simple investments. But people will be like, I don't know if I want to buy the book, but they'll drop $25 on a new freaking movie. Why? Why? I just don't understand. I just don't. Investing is also investing your time. Investing your time into listening to podcasts. They're free. You don't got to pay for no podcasts. They're free. When you hear from some world-class people, think about your time. Let's step away from money for a second. I know it's Money Monday and all, but we're going to step away from money for a second and talk about time. Think of somebody who is a highly skilled individual that you see on a daily basis. Ask them if you can sit down and talk with them and pick their brain. You know how much profitability is in that conversation? And it's not to look at it from a selfish standpoint. I mean, actually talk with the person like they're an actual person, but I'm just saying, getting information from people who are highly skilled, do you even understand the value of that? It's killer. It's absolutely killer. A 30-minute conversation could give you $30K more a year. No lie. No joke, no exaggeration. Ask me how I know. So, I didn't hit on every single thing, but the spreadsheet that I have at the bottom that you can click on will, and you know, it's extremely valuable. I put it together myself, and you can actually read and see actionable examples. And you can put your own stuff in there and do a little exercise and see how well you know the difference between wants and needs and where your money is actually going. This is very basic, this is very beginner, but guess what? This can change lives if you do it correctly. And here's another thing. Here's a game-changing tip. Here's a game-changing tip right here. Switch the 30 and the 20, right? Make your savings 30% and your wants 20%. And see if that doesn't change your life. This is once you get, you know, a good grasp for the initial 50, 30, 20, then do the 50, 20, 30, so to speak. 50, 20, 30. Try that. And just see how it works. It could change your entire life. Anyway, that's the video for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on Money Monday. Subscribe and like this video if you got value from it. Tell your friends, share this with your friends. Do what you gotta do. Click the links down below. You know what I'm saying? I have plenty of financial books that you're gonna love that are gonna help you step up your financial game. You know, Dave Ramsey, Tony Robbins, you know what I'm saying? Benjamin Graham. There's gonna be all kinds of great, impactful people on this list that you're just not gonna wanna miss. Control you, control your finances, control your life. This channel is all about personal finance, personal growth, and life goals. And I'm gonna help you reach them. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching so much.